Hello, young man. I'm here to talk to you about something that I believe is extremely important, not just for your financial future, but for your overall well-being, the value of discipline in managing your finances. You see, as a member of one of the wealthiest families in Gotham, I've had the privilege of having access to vast resources, but I've also learned the importance of being responsible with those resources. My family's fortune is not just a blessing, but also a great responsibility. And I've had to learn how to manage it wisely in order to use it for the greater good. Now, I know that not everyone has the same privilege, but that doesn't mean that you can't apply the same principles of discipline in your own financial life. You see, it all starts with setting clear goals for yourself. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to buy a house, start a business, or simply build a safety net for yourself and your loved ones? Whatever your goals are, you need to have a clear plan in place to achieve them. And that plan starts with budgeting. Budgeting is not just about making sure you have enough money to pay your bills on time. It's about making conscious decisions about how you want to allocate your resources. It's about prioritizing what's truly important to you and cutting back on unnecessary expenses. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It takes discipline and sacrifice. But trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. When you have a clear plan in place, you'll feel more in control of your finances, and you'll be able to make progress towards your goals. But budgeting is just the first step. You also need to have a long-term perspective when it comes to your finances. That means thinking about your financial future, not just your immediate needs. It means investing in assets that will grow in value over time, such as stocks, real estate, or education. It means building an emergency fund to protect yourself against unexpected expenses or job losses. And it means avoiding debt, which can be a major obstacle to achieving financial freedom. Now, I'm not saying that you should never take on debt. Sometimes it's necessary to take on debt in order to achieve your goals, such as buying a house or financing a business. But you do need to be careful and make sure that you're not taking on too much debt. You need to have a plan in place to pay off that debt as quickly as possible. And you need to make sure that the debt you're taking on is worth the risk. Another important aspect of discipline in managing your finances is saving. Saving is not just about putting money aside. It's about building wealth over time. It's about creating a safety net that will protect you against unexpected expenses or job losses. And it's about having the freedom to pursue your passions and interests without worrying about money. Now, I know that saving can be difficult, especially when you're just starting out. But trust me, it's worth it. When you have a safety net in place, you'll feel more secure and confident. You'll be able to take risks and pursue opportunities that you might not have been able to otherwise. And you'll be able to build wealth over time, which will give you the freedom to live the life you want. But discipline in managing your finances is not just about saving and investing. It's also about avoiding unnecessary expenses and living below your means. It's about being mindful of your spending habits and making conscious decisions about how you want to allocate your resources. It's about avoiding the temptation to keep up with the Joneses and instead focusing on what's truly important to you. Now, I'm not saying that you should never treat yourself or enjoy the fruits of your labor. You should definitely reward yourself from time to time, but you need to do so in a way that's sustainable and responsible. You need to make sure that your spending is aligned with your values and goals, and that you're not compromising your financial future for short-term gratification. Another important aspect of discipline in managing your finances is learning to say no. Saying no to expenses that don't align with your goals, saying no to debt, and saying no to financial risks that are not worth taking. It's about being disciplined and responsible with your finances, and it's about making conscious decisions about how you want to allocate your resources. Now, I know that all of this might sound overwhelming, especially if you're just starting out, but trust me, it's worth it. When you have a clear plan in place, you'll feel more in control of your finances, and you'll be able to achieve your goals. And it's not just about achieving your goals. It's about building a sense of security and freedom that will allow you to live the life you want. So how can you apply these principles of discipline in your own financial life? First, start by setting clear goals for yourself. What do you want to achieve? What's truly important to you? Once you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve, you can start making a plan to achieve it. That plan should include budgeting, saving, investing, and avoiding debt. You should also make sure to educate yourself about personal finance. Read books, articles, and online resources. Take courses or attend seminars. And don't be afraid to seek out professional advice from a financial advisor. The more you know, the more confident you'll be in your ability to manage your finances. Finally, remember that discipline in managing your finances is a long-term game. It's not something that you can achieve overnight, but rather something that takes time, effort, and patience. You need to be willing to make sacrifices and trade-offs in the short term in order to achieve your long-term goals. So, don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep working towards your goals, and trust that the discipline and responsibility you're showing will pay off in the long run. And if you feel this, Talk Helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.